Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eric. Come back at you. Um, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what the world of crystal meth feels like smoking it, and everything that comes along with that realm. Okay, because I was involved with it for a while, and I've seen firsthand what it's like. I've had those experiences, and it's not my proudest moments, but I did it, and maybe you'll avoid it, by telling you these things. Okay, so first off, that drug originated in Japan, and they used to give it to the soldiers, like the kamikaze pilots and stuff like that. So whenever they did their suicide missions, they they just had the courage to do it, and also for like alertness, it keeps you up, okay, keeps you awake. You don't eat, so you can just do your job, and it makes you crazy. It puts you into a psychosis. But it that drug is evil. It's the most evil drug I've ever tried in my life. Like I've tried coke, I've tried I've tried weed, I've tried shrooms, I've tried what else have I tried? Like MDMA. I've done shit. I've even smoked crack. I'm not gonna lie, I've tried it before. All right, so I've tried all these different drugs. Okay, and that drug by far is the most evil drug. It opens demonic doors like you can't imagine. Like it surpasses every other drug that I've ever tried. Maybe another drug that I've never tried, but that drug by far it's evil. It's evil. It opens doors like crazy. Like you're you start meeting a lot of different people in that realm. Like they're people smoke it. I'll be honest with you. People smoke it. A lot of people smoke it because it's also like a sexual stimulant. So there's a lot of promiscuity going on with that drug. People want to sleep with each other and stuff. Like especially like if you have dope, there's usually a lot of women that if they don't have dope, they'll sleep with you just because you have dope. No lie. That's just like, and vice versa. Shoot, same thing. Like it's just a weird realm, and that right there opens a lot of other demonic doors, and you start going to you go into almost like like you think you can handle it, right? Like everybody thinks they can handle it, and like, oh, no big deal. I'll be a casual smoker. I can stop whenever, but it grabs a hold of you, and it's hard to let it go. It really does. It's yeah. It grabs a hold of you, and it takes you down this road of promiscuity. You end up a lot of times you end up homeless. Like it really just chips away at you slowly until everything you got is gone. You know, shit. I owned a home. You know, I owned cars. Like everything my family was gone. My house, I had to sell it. What else? Freaking, I almost lost my car. I lost pretty much all my friends. No one even wanted to hang out with you because you're you're kind of going into a psychosis. Yeah, so you start losing all your friends and stuff because nobody really wants to hang out with you. You're in a different realm than everybody else is. You're starting to see things that other people don't see. And I'm not talking about, like, I know some people, for me, I never, they say you start seeing the shadow people or the tree people or all those kind of things. I never saw anything like that. I never got to see the shadow people or anything like that. Probably, and if I did, I would know right away what it was, and I'd probably start rebuking it. But I never encountered anything like that. But I have friends that have said that they would see the shadow people and all this kind of stuff. But I never saw anything like that. Honestly, I never really saw anything like demonic happen to me personally. You know, I'd see things without the drug, though. You know, but yeah, yeah. I've heard some crazy stories of people telling me about the shadow people. One of my friends told me that he was coming down from Washington. And he said he used to see like Bigfoots like running after his car and all kinds of stuff. See, I never saw anything like that. That for me, that drug, for me personally, this is my point of view on it. It made me hypersensitive. Okay, like your senses are firing like crazy. Your smell, your touch, your taste, everything's just hypersensitive, you know. And it also makes you hypersexual, you know. Personally, you're looking for sexual partners. That's just like that's what it does to you. It makes you aroused, and it's weird. And there's and with that realm, there's like a nonstop a supply of men and women that want to have sex, you know. And there's even like homosexuality with it too. A lot of homosexuality, like not personally, like I'm straight, women. But yeah, for me, it would put like there was times when I wouldn't even like I would literally go like 6 to 7 days without eating. Like I wouldn't. It completely takes away your hunger. Like you're not hungry whatsoever. Like you're not. That's the last thing on your mind, eating. So you're losing weight like crazy. I mean, that was what was happening for me. Some people have told me like, no, I can still eat on it. It doesn't affect my hunger. But for me, completely just took away my hunger. I was probably dropping like a pound a day of weight. Like it just not eating, just dropping like a pound a day. I was getting skinny, like all sucked up, you know. Yeah, I mean, I remember my girlfriend at the time. She was like, man, you look like you were gonna die. You look like you're gonna die. Like that's how skinny I was getting, you know. And yeah, and then also you don't sleep. Like it keeps you awake. It keeps you awake. Like the longest I went without sleeping was probably like, man, I would say probably like 6 days. Probably around 6 days, just stood up. It just keeps you up. It's like it gives you a fake sense of energy. That's what it gives you a fake sense of energy. Like you have all this energy, and really it's just tricking your brain that you have energy, but you don't. You know, so you just keep going. And it's a very like impulsive type drug too. Like it makes you. That's why you see how they say like the tweakers. You see the tweakers fucking out there cleaning out their car, and doing things. And it makes you want to keep moving because it gives you this fake sense of energy. Like you got a lot of energy, so I got to get it out. So I got to do something. So that's what. Yeah, like I didn't get too much like that. Like I would, and then I'd catch myself and be like, damn, I'm doing some tweaker shit. Like, you know. But yeah, so that's why you see the tweakers like doing things like they're like, it gives you a fake sense of energy. Like, well, I think I can fix this motor real quick. So you're just out there all day and night trying to fix something, putting a stereo together or something. Like, you've been on that for like 3 days straight. Like, it gives you a fake sense of energy. And but after a while it does like everything's cool in the beginning, like gradually, you know, and then the more you start smoking, the more it's putting you into like a psychosis, how they call it. And it does makes you a little crazy. It makes you a little crazy. And then the more you do it, the crazier you're getting. Like, not everybody. I mean, not everybody. Because I'll be honest, I know I have friends that have been smoking for years, and like I don't even see a difference in their personality or anything. Maybe just a tad, but not a lot. But everybody's brain is wired differently, so you might not be able to take it. I have friends, dude, that have been smoking that for so many years, and I gotta be honest, like they were good kids growing up, I played football with some of them and stuff, and they're gone. Like they're gone. Their brain is their mind is not there anymore. They're not coming back. I see them walking the streets of my city, and it's sad. It's sad to see it. I'm like, damn, he was a good dude. Like solid cat. Like I like that dude. And they're just not there. Like they'll be like, oh, what's up, Eric? Like they're out on the streets. They're like, what's up, Eric? How you doing? You got any money? You got any money? They're just gone, dude. Like they're not there anymore. And it's sad. Like it can take over your mind. It can take over your mind, and it won't be you anymore. Like you're not coming back anymore. It messes up your mind. Not everybody, but a lot, the majority of people, it does. And then nowadays, the shit's not even. It's cut with a lot of fentanyl and shit. See, so I see why like the cops are like busting down on that shit, because it's killing people. It is, and so I don't blame them. Fucking that's just horrible, So yeah, and it's not even the same like crystal like what it was back in the days. You know what I mean? It's kind of weaker now and stuff, but and it's all cut with. A lot of the drugs that are on the streets are cut with like the fentanyl and stuff. Oh shit. Yeah, that drug also makes you it makes you a little bit more aggressive. It makes you a little bit more aggressive. You don't have as much patience, I mean, for me, not a lot, but I would be a little bit more aggressive, like, and especially with these stupid gang stalkers, like they were creating scenarios because they knew I was smoking, so they would play off of it, like let's create scenarios to get them upset. Like they would do that, and it was stupid. It was like, that's not real life. Like I don't know what you guys are creating scenarios, like that's not even real life. Like that wouldn't have happened in real life. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're creating scenarios, so to make me look like aggressive or whatever, it's like I'm not even like that. Even when I'm like was super high, I still wasn't that aggressive, like, but they test your patience on it. Like, I don't know if it was all this was because I don't know if this was all because like they thought I was like, I think they thought I was selling drugs. Like, you know what I mean? I think they thought I was selling this dope because a lot of the stuff that's out, like it's all laced with the fentanyl and stuff. So I feel like they thought I was like this big time criminal slinging dope, like, and like I've never sold dope in my life, and I never would. And I'll tell you why, because everything I do, like I'll do it big. If I was gonna sell dope, which I wouldn't, I would do it big. I'm gonna sell some big kilos of it. If I'm not making at least 100,000 a pop, I wouldn't do it. It's just not worth it to me. I'm not gonna go nickel and dime little, like, you get busted for that shit real easy. I wouldn't do it. But I wouldn't sell dope anyway. I just wouldn't do it. It's just not me. So there was times, even when I was at the sober living house, like I said, they were trying to, these gang suckers that were living at the house, they were trying to create scenarios, dude, to get me busted for like selling dope or something. Because there was this guy, right, that lived there, and they were waiting to bust me for something. They wanted to get me for something. I'm not a felon. They wanted to make me a felon so bad. Like, it's so stupid. Like the shit that they did. And so this dude that lived there, right? He was a younger cat. He was smoking weed. He was living in the sober living house, and he wasn't supposed to be smoking weed, but he was smoking weed. And I saw him in the living room one time, right? And he's like, "What's up, man?" He started talking to me. Didn't really know him too well, and he's like, "Hey, you wanna hit this? I got some weed." And I'm, "Oh no, I don't like weed. I never have. It does honestly. That shit makes me a little crazy too. I don't like weed. But so I was like, "No, I don't smoke weed." And then he's, "Oh, all right." He's like, "You got any of the other stuff?" Like, and I'm like, "What? Like what? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to say it. Like, what are you talking about?" And it's like, "You got any of that white?" Like, they'll call it like white. And I'm like, "Yeah, I got a little bit." You know, I didn't want to. Pretty sure he was a gig sucker. Or some kind of informant or something, because trip this out. Trip out on this. Listen to this story. And he's like, "All right, cool. Come upstairs. Like, let's smoke." And I was like, everybody at this damn sober living house was doing drugs. They're either nosing it, smoking weed, drinking, smoking crystal. Everybody was doing something. And they were picking on me. It's so stupid. And so he was like, "Hey, all right, cool, man." He's like, "Come upstairs, right? And like, we'll smoke." I'm like, "You sure it's cool up there? You know, like, I'm not proud of these moments, but this happened, okay? I'm just telling you the truth." And so I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll go up there." So I went up there with him. And then I never said anything about selling drugs to him or anything. Nothing like that. I just like, "I'll smoke you out." You know what I mean? Like, I would never sell it. It's just not me. If anything, I'll just give it to you. You know, but, and, okay, so check it out. He's like, so we started smoking it, right? And then he just goes like, he's like, "Let me keep this," like, right? Like, we packed the bowl or whatever. And he's like, after we're done, he's like, "I'm gonna keep this." And then he just shoots me. He just daps up my hand with like, I think it was like $50. He's just like, "Here, for you." I never said I was gonna sell it to him. I never said he could keep it or anything. He just put this in my hand like that, like, "Here, $50." Like, you like straight informant shit. I'm like, dude, like I didn't say anything. It kind of hit me by surprise. I was like, I never said I was gonna sell it to you. Like, but I just like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't like, I just wrote it off like it was like no big deal. But then I thought about it after, and I was like, that shit was weird. Like, this dude had to be like an informant, like trying to set me up, like on a drug sale or whatever. Because I had a few instances with that, like not specifically there, but other places with all this drug stuff. And then like, I'd have people coming up off the street, and never in my life have I had this many people like ask me like if I sold drugs. Like, "Hey man, got anything for sale?" People would just walk up to me like at like 7-Eleven, Circle K. I'd be at my girlfriend's, at the time girlfriend, at her business. They'd walk up to my car. "Hey man, you got anything for sale?" Never in my life. In Ventura, like, people don't do that. Like, you know, I know my area. Like, there's just, people don't really do that. It's not around here. Once in a great while, you'll see something like that. But I consistently had people coming up to me and like, "Hey man, you got anything for sale?" Like, I'm like, "No, get out of here." You know? Like, stop asking me. I know what you guys are doing, trying to set me up. Like, you can see it. It's stupid, you know? So a whole bunch of people just kept coming up to me and asking me if I sold drugs. Like, get out of here, dude. You know? Trying to set me up. I see you guys set up a mile away. You guys are stupid. You can't. The way they approach that thing is so stupid. Like anybody that's been on the streets or knows about drugs or involved with the drug world can pretty much spot an undercover like pretty quick, or an informant. Like, it's pretty easy. So they got to come out with a different approach on that shit. It's so stupid. Make yourself look stupid. But yeah, that was that. And yeah, that's just a weird scenario that happened at the sober living house too. Like I think there was a few more instances too that happened there. Like, they were trying to bust me for whatever they could. Like, the informants, the gang stalkers, they were trying to create scenarios, all kinds of stupid shit. Like, and honestly, I wasn't even doing anything. Like, I wasn't even doing it. They just, I don't even know, like why they were trying to create all these scenarios and stuff. It's just so stupid. Like, you know, trying to make me a felon in some kind of way so bad. You know what I mean? Because once you're in the system, like with felonies and stuff, it's hard to get out of it. You kind of just keep going in deeper, and then they just, if you get busted for something, the cops are dirty, dude. They'll put another charge on you. Here, work on that one. And like they trying to keep you in the system as deep as they can, because they can they can arrest you for whatever. And now, you know, it doesn't, whether it was true or wasn't true, and now you go to jail, and now it's your job to get yourself out. You know what I mean? You got to fight these charges, whether they're true or they're false or whatever. You got to fight them. They can put whatever they want on you, something to make something stick, and it's your job to you know, to take it to court and fight it. So it's corrupt. The whole damn the whole like judicial system is it's corrupt, dude. It is so corrupt. But yeah, and yeah, I'm just trying to think of other things like go along with that, like. Yeah, and then it'd make me a little bit more aggressive, but not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot. But that drug does make you do some crazy shit. Man, I will not lie. Like it and it lasts for a while, even when you're not smoking it. It messes with your brain so much it keeps you going. You know? I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, you do things that you wouldn't have done normally, like, you know, just being sober. It makes you do things that it makes you do things. but I guess that's about it, guys. Don't do drugs. You lose everything. You lose your family, your friends, things that you own. You end up on the streets. It chips away at you, man, and it's just not worth it. Cut away you know, get rid of the friends that if you have bad influences, friends, whatever that's causing you to do these things. I'm not judging anybody because I've been through it, and I know how it is, you know. But do your best to, especially with this whole gangstalking thing, dude. If you want to be, you know, if you want to look like a model citizen and want to get all these stupid gang suckers off of you, dude, the one thing you got to do is try and cut out the drugs, because right off the bat you just look crazy. Like, oh, it's got a problem, got a mental problem, got a drug problem. They just write you off right away with that. So if you can, do your best to get away from that lifestyle. You know what I mean? I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's hard. It's not easy. You know, and I still, you know, a part of me still's like, go this way, but it's the devil, you know. You like, go this way. No, I'm like, no. Stay in your word. You know, if you know God, stay in your word with God, and stay with God, because God is the only one that breaks that chain. You know, and just do your best. You know, try to stay away from bad influences. Alrighty, guys, I guess I'm going to end it here. I ain't got much more to talk about that stuff. Alrighty, guys, take care. Love you.